Today, I'm going to talk about 7 essential steps to getting pro-sounding recordings. Hi, I'm Steve Smith, and I've worked for most of the major labels and a lot of independents over 18 years in the record business. I've narrowed it down to seven essential steps that the record labels use so that you can put them into your process. If you're an aspiring recording artist or record producer, I want to lift you up. Alright, I'm going to pull a fast one on you here. I'm going to take the 7 steps and turn them into 7 actual jobs that get done at a record company. Of course, there are way more than that, but these are 7 that I think are really essential in the making of a recording. Job 1 might be a little bit obvious. It's the recording artist. But hey look, if you're a DJ or a producer and you want to create an act, you're going to need to create an entity which is what the audience will engage with. If you're the artist, you're off to the races. Job 2 is lava lamp technician. You see I've got a bob out over here, it's completely throwing me off. Well, not really. Job 2 is the songwriter. You need the artist, you need the songwriter. Songs are the lifeblood of the industry. Nobody's going to fall in love with an artist unless they're singing a great song. So maybe that songwriter is you, but be honest with yourself. Do you need to collaborate? Do you need to bring people in? Reach out into your community. It helps so much with your creative process. Find someone online to collaborate with. Great songs are going to pave the way to your career. Job 3 is the record producer. Now in recent times it's sort of come to mean the person that does the track. I think the job's a little bigger than that. I would argue that the record producer is the person you're going to depend on to guide the entire recording process, from where you're going to do it, what kind of gear you're going to use, who you're going to hire. Do you need a drummer? Do you need string players? This is the person who's going to see the process all the way through, from the inception of a song to a finished record. 4 is the recording engineer. This is the person who knows their way around all the gear and knows how all the stuff in the studio works, and they specialize in recording or capturing a performance. Now it might be the producer, it might even be the artist, it might be you. Just know that if you do this job really, really well, it pays off in the end and you get a really great product. Do your best to get this part right. It'll really make a difference in the sonics of the end product. 5 is the mix engineer. The mix engineer might be the producer, might be the artist, could be anybody, but this person comes behind after the recording's done and fine-tunes all the sonics of everything. Are the drums too loud? Are they too soft? How about the vocal? Is it too bright? What else needs to be done to make it A, sound really sonically credible, and B, really engaging? It's important that you find someone who understands the genre you're working in, because making records in some genres isn't the same as making records in other genres. So find this person for your team to create that magic, high-impact sound that you're looking for in your final product. Job 6 is the mastering engineer. The mastering engineer is polish. Make sure the tonal balances are just really dialed in, the level is right for consumer consumption, and that your record sounds best on the widest array of systems. This person can make a real difference to the credibility and the engagement level of your final product. Job 7 is A&R. It stands for Artist and Repertoire. It's an oversight job. Someone who can take a step back, have an objective ear, and ask questions like, is this the right song for this artist? Does it sound right? Does it fit into the genre that the artist is known for? Is everything appropriate? Is the mix as good as it can be? Now, doing this yourself is difficult because it's hard to be objective. There are a couple tools you can use. One of them is time. Give it a day or two before you make a final decision. Don't wait forever, because procrastination, you lose all the momentum. The other thing is try and find someone that you can really, really trust to be brutally honest with you, because that's the only way forward. Someone has to tell you the truth if you're going to sound as good as you possibly can. So what do you do now? Well, you turn these jobs into steps in your process, and you do a really, really honest self-evaluation. Figure out what parts of it you can do, what parts of it your friends can do, and what parts of it you need to find. Assemble that team around yourself so that you can bring real projects to fruition. Today we talked about 7 jobs. 1, the artist. You'll figure that one out. 2, the songwriter. Write songs. Write great songs. 3, the producer. The person, maybe you, who turns it from a song idea into something you can actually listen to. 4, the recording engineer, the person who actually captures the performance. 5, the mix engineer, the person who pulls all the elements together and makes it sound awesome. 6, the mastering engineer. This is where the polish happens, where it really sounds like a finished product. And last, but certainly not least, the A&R, oversight, so that you or the A&R person, artist and repertoire, can decide which songs are right, how they need to be mixed, and have an objective ear so that you can put stuff out into the world that's consistent and high quality. Let me leave you with a few thoughts about process. I would encourage you to find a way to get songs done, to get them complete. If you've got a whole hard drive of half-done songs, you might as well not have any, because you can't play half-done songs for people. So if you're not completing songs, you're missing a piece of your puzzle or your team. Do you need someone to help with lyrics? Do you need someone to help with music, mixing? What is it? There's no embarrassment about that. The vast majority of people collaborate, and that is a great, great thing to build that community. Whatever you need to do to up your game and get stuff out there. Let's talk about getting stuff out there. There are so many ways to do that now. SoundCloud is awesome. You can use services like DistroKid, CD Baby, TuneCore. Get it out into the world. You're going to have to be a little bit thick-skinned about it, but be brave. Get that feedback. You'll start to realize or understand what people like about what you do, and maybe not so much. If you take that feedback accordingly, you can up your game and make your stuff sound better and better and better. Fill out those pieces of your team. The better you get, the more other great people are going to want to work with you. The other thing you need to do is time block. Whether it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, a half an hour, 8 hours, you're going to have to spend some time at your craft if you want to get good at it. If you can only do an hour a day to start, that's something. If you're putting yourself out there, I've got nothing but respect for you. Keep stepping up your game. See you next time.